go, but to be honest, they're running hot. So we saw last year with the Giants and the Blues. I really thought he could fend off Dusty. Yeah, honestly, if you catch fire now, you just never know. Ty Vickery or Derek. I remember that name, but I do not remember what the bloke was doing. I mean, let's go. Let's go, Ty. Thanks, John. Thanks, mate. Yeah, if people want to roll over to YouTube, feel free. We just keep the questions going there. And yeah, we do a footy quiz at like 20 to 9. So yeah, feel free to join if you want. But yeah, it's a bit easy to get through absolutely every question on YouTube, where TikTok is a bit more like all over the place, mate. Where's the Mrs. Shorty? Mate, you tell me. You tell me. But yeah, I might wind that one up. Thanks for everyone who's popped in and had a couple of comments. It's always good for a bit of a laugh too, the old TikTok. So yeah, like I said, if you want to come over to YouTube, feel free. And yeah, we'll keep the questions rolling. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Howdy, YouTube. What is up? Let me just give us a mic check, the all-important mic check. Let us know how it's going. Audio isn't working. Now, amusement, I'm just never quite sure if this man's serious. So, come on. Someone give me some more. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Nate. We love to see it. It's not working. We see, Baggers is in the house. I mean, come on, guys. Can we just tell me the truth? Is it working or not? Nicky Vlosten can hear me. All right. All right. Hey, Zayden, what's going on, mate? We're going to have to test it out ourselves. Loud and clear. It's working. All right. And Carter's in the house. Oh, the boys. The boys are in. Look, this is where I'm at. Look, they don't even have their things. Nah, sounds good. Sounds good, guys. You've been stitching me up, you bastards. Nicky Vlosten. Come on. Get out. Fucking Baggers. You know, he's taking the piss out of me, kicking torps from 50. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, mate. All right, let's from the top. Amusement. What's going on, mate? Here he is. What a guy. Hey, mate. How are you? Nicky Vlosten. There's Zayden. Hey, mate. Amusement. Yes, good to see you. And Carl off the top. What a pleasure. Shorty, man of the people, an enemy of fake primos. 10-minute late. Shorty, time is money. Money is time. I know, mate. Sometimes the TikTok, we were having the debate, Dustin Martin versus Paddy Dangerfield, overall career. Who do you pick? It was getting pretty fired up. Yeah, the apples came through today, mate. Jonas, Catfish, Nix, and Billy Dowling training with the B team. And hinted he may be a sub. Oh, yeah, look, we might need Rory Laird to go down, mate. I did hear that. Isaac Rankin returns. There you go. I reckon he comes in this week then. But yeah, we can't have Dowling drop, surely. They lost. Surely they're playing the youngsters now. And he was one of their better players. I would have had him in their top 6 or 7 players. Daniel Shorty the Great. Zorko this week, or wait for his price to drop. I'd wait for the price. I'd wait for the price to drop. He's every chance to go huge against the Saints, but I'd wait for the price to drop. There's Carter. What's going on, mates? How are you? Oh, you're the one with me as your profile. That's right. Hey, Luke, how are you? It was great morning on Monday. I really enjoyed it. Nah, legend, mate. Thank you. And thanks to all the guys who came along to the goal kicking. There you go. Amusement. Stuck it right up you, mate. I thought we'd get a few along. So where were you, mate? But yeah, some good footage in there. Some good footage. So I look forward to putting that one together. Lee Matthews has arrived. It was an absolute pleasure. Bagger rolls in. I mean, it's always funny seeing the man who has been behind all these comments all these years. Carl, Shorty 2-timing us with TikTokers. You philandering cad. Shorty. Oh boy, he makes me laugh. Shorty, have you ever lost power in the groin strawn stop? Oh, staying away from that one. Good to see you, Nate. Yeah, look, it's hard to go past Tom Brown's right boot, mate. He's a superstar. Loud and clear. It's working. Good, good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Just trying to find exactly where we're at here. Nice. Awesome. Hoodie, hey, Shorts scored 2-1-2-9 this week. Thoughts on Dacos out? That's nuts. No, I wouldn't be trading Dacos out. Got subbed pretty hard or tagged pretty hard, but no. Hold him. Hold on to him. Bazooka, howdy, Horty. How are we doing? I'm pretty good, mates. How are you? Good to see ya. Luke, won't spoil anything, but I may have the best goal I've ever kicked in my life. Yeah, that'll be a good one to watch back, mate. Baggers, Luke, you are a jet. I creamed my shorts. Luke, thoughts track for Gordon. Closey for Sinclair and Wilson for Kruger. Yeah, I like that. I think Sinclair's a really good option. I've got to write some of these things down, actually. A few people talking about Simpkin, and not for me, to be honest, but Dowling. Kruger's going to be a popular one. I mean, Kruger's is the best we've got, but he's not like it's a great rookie or anything like that. But yeah, it's about all we have at the moment. Who else are we talking about? Sinclair. Oliver got a few mentions. Simpkin. Just helps me with the preview. Eric Hipwood. Come on, mate. Lucky Luke was a genuine jet. No spoilers. Nicky Vlosten, what's the go with Fisher? Zachy boy, I'm on board. I'm on board, mate. He's looking good. I was a bit slow to the party, but he's looking good. Thoughts on Liam Baker? Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, I'm open to just about anything in that forward line, whether it's Shea Bolton, Jeremy Cameron, Jai Caldwell, Dillmore, Charlie Curnow. Like, I'm open to all things. So Baker's certainly inclusive of that. Brad's here, SuperCoach Pro. G'day, Shorty. Dusty, hands down. Danger not even close on what Dusty has done. Also, turns out the scan came back with cracked ribs. So I have an excuse for my kicking someone. Oh, mate, we'll have to have this Dusty versus Danger thing out sometime. But, geez, you and Petrarca just with the ribs, mate. Boy, yeah. Well, he kicked a few snags. I mean, the cheeky dribbler from directly in front, I mean, it was awfully cheeky. But, no, we pay that. We pay that. Jonas, Toby McMuffin scored 50 as a sub. Also played in the VFL and had 21 and a goal. Yeah, you just feel like he's every chance of leaving the side pretty soon with the Giants getting a few back, but not one that I'm too interested in. Nate, any stories from Bloom on the weekend? I was nowhere near Bloom on the weekend, let me tell you, mate. But no, the most recent story is when I flooded my bathroom yesterday morning. That was not fun at all. I told this one on TikTok, but for those who haven't heard it, I over the weekend, my drain was clearly pretty clogged. You know, when you get in the shower and the bottom of the shower starts to fill up and you're like, oh, Jesus, things ain't draining too good. Far out. And you look at it, you're like, oh, that's fucked. But typical me, I was like, this is a job for another day. I'll do it during the week, after work, some other time. I'll just be aware of it. Anyway, Tuesday morning after a long weekend, I'm not great at the best of times in the morning, but I'm in the shower. Shower's starting to fill up. I'm like, that's cool. I'm aware of it. I know that I've got to probably be out pretty soon, but I just like zoned out. Like in the mornings, I'm just kind of like, Oh man, I am dead here. And I'm looking through the glass window, and there was obviously suds on the window and that. And then the suds are moving. I'm like, what the hell's going on? My vision's is like just gone through the door, and the suds are now outside my shower, and it's flowing out the door, like flooding it, like pretty quickly. So I panic. I'm half naked. I'm throwing towels everywhere. It's just chaos, mate. Absolute chaos. So it's not quite a story from Bloom. I wish it was, but that was not the way I wanted to start my morning. There we were. Carl, line this one up. Mark Yates style. Jai Simpkin, is he viable, or are we looking at a dead root bounce? Yeah, no, not for me. And I do like Simpkin, but and he did look really good on the weekend. I'm just going to break some stats out because my feeling is he got a lot more time in the middle. And I don't know if that's going to be a change that they make now or whether we should be worried because he has averaged good numbers in the past. But since those days, he's been pushed out for guys like LDU, Sheasel, Powell, these types of guys. And he was scoring awfully. It wasn't like he was a bit off. He did not go over 70 in his first few games of the year, the first 7-8 games. Now, did we see a genuine change in the centre bounce attendance? We did. So he came back and he had a season high 65% in the centre bounce. But it should be noted he had 60% and 54% in the centre bounces round 6 and 7 and scored 67 and 61. So I don't know. Those crucial goals definitely pumped him up a bit. I think Sheasel played a little less in there. Does that change? I don't know. And Powell also played a little less in there. So that was Powell and Sheasel made a bit of way for Simpkin to get a bit of extra time. And they went a bit more experienced because even Liam Shields went in there as well for a bit more than he has for the rest of the year. But I'm not interested in Simpkin. I'm happy to pay more for him if he does continue on to go really, really well. I mean, at 360, how much can really go wrong? I mean, it's a forward line that's given us nothing. So I'm not gonna tell you you're an absolute nuffy if you bring him in, but I just personally don't like it that much. I picked 2 out of Crisp, Dale, and Sard. Cheap price, looking good. Or Dale's the one that shouts out to me as the clear one. Crisp, I don't know. I think, let me have a look at Sard's numbers. I mean, Crisp, like right now, is going well, but I don't know. It wasn't that long ago that he was the sub and totally out of favour. Look, I'm going to go Sard and Dale out of those. Jack, Shorty, when are we dropping your workout routine? Yeah, I've been in Anytime Fitness a few days this week, mate. The new gym setup's looking nice in there, but maybe Shorty gives a little gym tour at some stage. Geez, it was a bit going on in there too, if you catch my drift. Amusement, I was enjoying the Queensland sun whilst the people at the kicking comp were actually NPCs. Oh, Leon, is Zorko good to get this week? Leon, I feel like I haven't seen you in here for a bit. What's going on, mate? I'd wait a week. Big break even. I'd be happy to wait a week. Baggers, Brad, give me your workout schedule. I need big arms like you. Mine are small. I've just realized he's a big unit, Bradley. He's a big unit, mate. You see him roll in, big dog, got the tats. Then he dribbles a cheeky little snap through from 20 in front. Luke, who are you trading out for track? Do I go Sarong or Goulden? Well, I'd definitely go Sarong out of the two, but Goulden's going up in price. Sarong's still got a break even around 180. So now that Rankin's back in, I'm pretty confident I'm going to go Petrarca for Rankin and then just assess my options from there. But I've got to find the coin because I also got to go Mac Andrew to Luke Ryan. So it could be Will Graham down to someone. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I don't even think that'd give me enough, would it? No, or what might. Yeah, be tight actually. Be tight. Yeah, that's I reckon I'm gonna fall short by a small margin. You know what I'm really hoping? He's not even playing this week. I'm really hoping that Sard, the mid-season bloke, I can't remember his full name, but looks really good at the Bombers. I'm hoping he can really help us out. Sorry, I got to speed up some of these questions. I'm getting really caught on a few of these, but they're good questions. Jonas, Shorty, you can no longer call him Brody Manbrundy. He shall be known as King Kong Grundy. Yeah, he's back, mate. There's been an absolute love affair with him this year. Sometimes people hate him, sometimes they love him, but he was back in a big way on the weekend. Nicky V, Shorty, my trades this week. Closey, Conway, Harrison for Moore, Young, and Kruger. Nice. I like that, mate. I think I like doing more. He's a good option, I reckon. Toby, sideways, Steele to Walsh next week. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I mean, maybe Steele goes and look, what's he been doing? Oh, Walsh has actually dropped a bit, hasn't he? So, yeah, I get what you mean there. 540. Yeah. Look, yeah, I don't mind it. It's probably one of those ones that I wouldn't make as a pressing matter. I might do it as a bit of a luxury trade in a few weeks, but yeah, could definitely be an option. Yeah, Luke, he's just pumping bags up. Carl, philosophical question for the beautiful mind. You keen on grabbing a decent 23rd primo? I love when he gets philosophical. Or are you all about strengthening the field on the on-field 22 and not grabbing cover? That's a really good question. I've been thinking about it during the week. I'm leaning towards the 23rd primo if it's there. I don't want to force it, but Connor Rosie, it's right there. And I'm sort of thinking in the forward line, I would love to get a situation where I don't really like. I think I can trust Heaney, Flanders, Fisher, Rankin, even Luke Jackson for the most part. But I can't really find a good F6. So I wouldn't mind a scenario where maybe I have Jeremy Cameron and Charlie Curnow and I can just emergency loophole. Occasionally one goes big. I'll just take it. That's the way I've sort of been looking at it. You know, roll the dice, get a double shot in the forward line, hopefully. And I think, yeah, if Rosie's around that price, which he will be, around 410, 20, too good to refuse. But then again, I don't know if he's good enough to be your M8, if that makes sense. But DMAC, fake primo's killing me, Shorty. Thoughts on these trades? Stewart, McRae, and Comben for Ryan, Rankin, and Dowling. Yeah, McRae's a killer. Look, I think McRae's definitely got to go, but I think Stewart, I've lost faith in him. Don't get me wrong, but he could bounce back at some stage. But yeah, he's well out of sorts, and he's got the buy. So, Jack, I went Will Day. I want Will Day. I know it's fairly rowdy pick for a pod, but my season's already tits up. Only issues the round 15 buy. But look at his run. Would it be okay to pick him up if I'm okay for round 15 buys? Oh, definitely, mate. And he's been a pretty popular option. I mean, he might be a bit of a pod right now, but I feel like by the end of the week, he probably won't be. So, yeah, I don't mind that at all. Baggers, thoughts on Adam Sard short? I don't mind it personally. Carlton have good matchups for designated kickers and general defenders, something like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. He's probably not one that he probably falls in that category of maybe being your F7. I think you'd be a bit short on points if he was, well, your D6, I should say, D6, D7. But yeah. Look, Shorty, do you reckon Richmond can get up for Dusty's 300? How well am I going? Sounded like Joel Selwood here. For his 300th game. Yeah, I think so. Look, it wouldn't be crazy for them to beat Hawthorn anyway. The Hawks are going well, but Richmond also found a bit of form over in Adelaide. So I'm not a big believer in milestone games getting players up, but for Dusty's 300th, like this is different. Like it's been like they're doing membership deals for it. So it's a totally different kettle of fish. So yeah, it would not surprise me if they got up and got off to a real nice start. Luke, worth trading Wilson out for Sinclair, but then going down to only 8 trades with 3 upgrades. Um, no, I think that's good. I think Sinclair's at a good price and a good option. So 3 upgrades with 8. Yeah, he'd be it's tight, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So we've got Pro Baggers, the arms, close grip, chin ups, not even kidding. Really? Righto. I used to do those a little bit, but I haven't done them for a while. Okay. Okay. We need to get in the gym with this man. Which gym do you go to, Brad? You've probably told me before, but Daniel can pretty much get anyone that I want if I wait on Zorko. Doesn't haven't got Sarong, Jordan Clark, Rankin, Bont, Neil, Merritt, or Rao out of the top guys. Who would you go? Look, I think Rankin's here to stay as a keeper, and he's got a break even of like 50. So I'd go him this week. But certainly, yeah, you could definitely of those ones. I mean, Rao's got the buy, so no. Um, Probably Neil probably comes out at me there. Like he's like if we're talking for this week, maybe going to cop a bit of attention from Windhager, but he's already had his buy. He looks to be in really good form. So yeah, I think, but Rankin for this week or Sarong in the next couple because he's like Zorko, got a big break even and should drop a bit. Baggers, Dusty sucks. He's actually rubbish. I'd rather watch Snelling. Amusement. It's years like these where you just want Gareth Ablett with the Suns logo and the captain's armband in the middle. Yeah, I know, mate. That was a dream watching him, wasn't it? Oh, jeez. Luke, do a voting with the chat for Dusty or Danger. Wow. How on earth did... Oh, there you go. All these years of lives, and I had no idea how to do a poll. There you go. Well, there you go. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Thanks, mate. That's a good idea. That's a feature I think I'm going to use a fair bit more of. Now I've just got to scroll up to where we were. Oh, here we are. Thanks, Brad. I'm not going to have a massive arm now. My right one is already there. Baggers is a loose unit. Here's Carter. Dusty is nothing compared to Kruger. Absolutely poos on Dusty. T-Mac, can't wait to watch the goal kicking video in 2 months from now. Yeah, I know, mate. I hear Baggers is prime plugger. Yeah, you're not wrong there. You're right on both fronts. So I can't say the video is going to be up super quick, but we have a fair bit edited. I just got to do the scores and that type of thing. Amusement, are you for or against aluminium door frames? Anything for the environment, mate. But Carl, what is the worst bear in the world, Shorty? And why is it Great Northern? Oh, you said beer. I was like, geez, my bear knowledge isn't too great. Not even in the same conversation as a cheeky Suntory. Yeah, I know beer sucks, mate. It's absolutely sucks. Haven't had a beer that I like yet, and I don't think I'll try too many more. Carter, bathroom story demonstrates his goal kicking. Yeah, I had a stinker. I feel like I need redemption on the goal kicking. I was just like, I couldn't handle the wet pill. Couldn't handle it. Dusty, the greatest downhill skier in the history of the game. The only opponent who actually stayed on him was Michael Hibbard. Destroyed him every time. Berserker, too many waffle stomps. Morty got a blockage. Oh, you're a bad man. Sorry, Amusement. So sorry, mate. Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Brian Myers could be below 380K. Yeah, absolutely. He was one I'm definitely thinking about. And he's that classic F7 because we might be a bit light on for cash. So certainly capable of scoring a handy 90. And hopefully he might get a bit more opportunity through the middle. Don't know, but I hope so. How's this poll going? Wow, it is 82% to Dustin Martin. Yikes. 33 votes. I honestly reckon that's wildly unfair, and I'm not even being biased here. How do we move this poll away? There we go. Charlie, I'm back. Short Daddy. Hey, mates. How are you? Good to see you. Supercoach Pro Simpkin is no Jimby for Shorty. Oh, geez. Jimby, mate. He killed me. Hey, Magpies. How are you? Toby. I've been saying Toby, and it's TC Bay. Shit, how are the eyes going? Is Steele worth a sideways trade to have 18 fielder next week? And if so, who should I get? Yeah, I think he probably is. Honestly, if you don't have Sarong or Rao, they're probably going to be at nice prices. Baggers, Shorty live, best on ground, and it ain't for footballing ability. Oh, Boggs. That's nasty. Charlie, I'm still mad you made me put Rogers. Yep. Look, we've got a few things wrong over the year, and Rogers and Oliver were probably a couple of those. But Brad the Milkman. Luke, how did that even happen, Shorty? And out of 10, how bad was the flood? Oh, look, I'd probably only give it a 5. Like, it wasn't too bad. The whole floor was covered. Like, it was all covered, but it wasn't anything too crazy. And yeah, hopefully my story gave you a bit of an understanding of how it happened. D-Mac, big boy buses should get a look in this week. Or big boy bus. Who are we talking about? Is that some young fella or Magpies? Is it worth sacrificing a win this week and bringing in Ridley and Merritt who are on the bye? Or probably depends what your overall game sort of is. If you're looking for a league win, probably depends where you're at on the ladder and if you feel like you can forego a victory because that'll probably cost you. Overall, that's going to cost you as well. So it probably more so depends, if you don't care about overall too much and you've got an easy league victory or well, it sounds like you're going to sacrifice a league victory. So it might just depend where you're at on the overall ladder and if you feel like you can maybe drop one. Baggy Shorty, I have a bone to pick and it ain't the plumbing work downstairs. No, oh, Jesus, Joes. Yikes. Oh, come on, amusement. That's PTSD, mate. D-Mac, did Brad the Milkman squeeze your udder to get criminal? Things are getting loose. Luke, Nick Martin, 2 goals and 26, killing me with efficiency. Would have thought at least 105 plus. I know. Gave away a 50 early too. It just wasn't ideal. Josh Martin, Ari Showmaker is making his debut. Nice. That's good because I've heard good things about this lad. St Kilda about 150K. Is he? Oh, he's 117. Wow, that's huge. That is crucial. We could really use that. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know that, mate. That's key. Leon, Sullivan, Richards, and Comben to Zorko, Dowling, and Kruger. Yeah, that's good. The only thing I'd say is Zorko could definitely wait a week, but if you need the players, he's a good option. You'll get him for cheaper next week, but I totally don't mind bringing him in. Baggers, here we go. We're talking about the hotel. Now the Grovedale, great food, mate, or great feed, mate, but the pokies, let's just say Baggers went in 150 in hand. Happy as can be about 30 minutes later. Gone. Oh, no. Jesus, that's a brutal stint on the pokies, mate. That is brutal. But, yeah, a good feed. Good feed. What'd you get from the pub, mate? Oh, Perry. Hey, Perry. What's going on, mate? How are you? Didn't expect you to pop in. There you go. You are getting along for a chocolate at lunch tomorrow, mate. Trying a bit of basketball activity. Jonas, D-Mac, favorite cheese. That's pretty specific, but don't mind a bit of the old English when we go to Subway, mate. Just shake things up a bit. Magpies, do I wait a week on Zorko? Yeah, I would. Unless you're like desperately needing to get a player, like which most of us probably are, but I'd wait. If I was you, I'd wait. I mean, I'm doing the same thing with Sarong. Baggers, but look, the piggy is a good machine. I nearly made my money back. D-Mac, Shorty's leg press machine collecting dust, purely a bicep and chest man. Yeah, honestly, you're right there, mate. I just don't give a stuff about legs. I came to this realization, right? I'm not going to be someone who can get to the gym 5 days a week. I used to work legs and I just didn't get many gains, mate. So I thought, stuff it. Let's just pump the chest and arms up, guys. Come on. And that didn't work too well either. So it's just a skinny lad, you know. Yeah, hold Sexton for sure, Charlie. He's got some more cash to make. Baggers, Shorty, when you say he's a big lad, I hope this ain't like an altar boy experience. Oh, boy. Carter, Grovedale, easily best pub in the Wampons area. Yeah, it's a good feed, isn't it? It's a good feed. Where'd I go the other day? The Valley Inn. That's another good pub. Probably more. It's actually near Cardinia Park. Good pub. I don't mind going something a bit different. And their Nazi Goreng is elite stuff. Jack, some serious competition in Wampons too. Yeah. Jonas Shorty only walks on the glutes. Epic. What's your top 8 midfielders? Saad is having surgery. No. Is he? Well, that'd be news to me. Gee whiz. What'd you say? Top 8 mids. Let's have a look. It's always hard to just rank them like right here, right now. But let me give you a rough idea of how I'm looking at it. Sarong, Bontempelli, Butters, Merritt. Starting to get a bit low there. I'd put Rowell in there as well. What's that, 5? The way Warner's going, I'd put him in. It's hard to argue with Neil's last 5 weeks. And then you could probably, discuss the likes of Goulden, Walsh, Warner, Treloar. And I've got a soft spot for Noah Anderson, to be honest. Yeah, so there's a few names. Hopefully that helps you a little bit. Saad is out. Wow, righto, that's brutal. Shit. Kevin, Bomber rookie injured. Oh, sorry, right. That's the Saad we're talking about. Oh, are you serious? No way. That's so disappointing. He looks so exciting. Jeez. King Kong or Godzilla? Can't say I'm a movie buff, mate, but look, we'll go Godzilla. Saad Al Hawley got injured. Shame because he kicked 4 and had 20. Yeah, he looks so good. That's real disappointing. Lucky McMahon, Shorty, instead of shouting me a non-alcoholic drink, can you shout me a chalky milkshake? I can shout you a chalky milkshake, mate. This is because he nailed 12 out of 12 in the quiz. Don't know about the Palmy, though. I don't know if that was in the deal, but we'll end that poll there. Dustin Martin, well played. But, yeah, definitely we'll roll you a chalky milk, man. I'll tell you what, probably where's a good chalky milk these days? Augustus, not a bad one. Leave it with me. SuperCoach Pro. Baggers, why didn't you make the MSD? The kicks were elite. Yeah, I know. I was genuinely impressed. Baggers, I want to cry. I was going to go bang literally next week. Both sides. It was going to be... Oh, Jesus Christ. Tyler, Dowling is playing this week, but Nick said his role will be impacted by player availability. Interesting. I mean, who do they have coming back? I mean, obviously Rankin, but I mean, then Laird's going out. Who else is there? Rankin, that's about it. Taylor Walker comes back, but you wouldn't think that'd affect him greatly. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he should play, but hey, I'm no coach. Oh, no. Let's drop the baggers and SuperCoach Pro workout routine. Jack, I used to have a tag, Big Sardi, back in the WRFL days. Never went good for me. Bloke is a weapon. Good one for next year. Oh, you had to tag? Really? There you go. Yeah, he looks like a bit of a weapon. Vegas. Now, Shorty, tell me why Bluestone pathways are always the most elite of all pathways. Hard solo or Mr. Finch apple cider, mate? This is a serious question. Um, it depends. I think probably the hard solo, but I don't know if you can drink a lot of them. Like you can, but you're going to be in some serious trouble, and they're very like sweet and sugary. I feel like the apple cider you could sit back for an afternoon and really like knock back a few with the footy. I reckon the hard solo is more of like, let's just get stuck into tonight. Pre-drinks, let's roll. That's the way I'm sort of looking at it. Jonas Shorty, did the Jeffrey Dahmer lookalike STS super coach come to the Gold King? He did not, but I hear he's not too keen about that nickname. D-Mac, option 3 bag is Shorty, a Guava Cruiser man. Yeah, I'm not going to look. Give me a Guava Cruiser any day of the week. A little Maduri, give me that. Malibu and pineapple juice. Beautiful. HB, need Revel, Fraser, Sullivan, Tom Brown, and Hugo Garcia to make 65K within the next 2 weeks to complete a 4-week plan, considering the buys and break evens. Will they do it? Or should I scrap and reassess? Mate, I like that a lot. So those guys need to make you just 65K. They should do that, shouldn't they? I don't have the break evens handy, but obviously Sullivan's probably come to a bit of a stop. Fraser somewhat. Yeah, okay. I love the 4-week plan though, mate. My gut feel says they'll get it, but maybe I'd have to have a look at the break evens. If you get a chance, send them through. Brad, Noah Bolter, F6 now in defense, will score well down back, forward defense option 360. Yeah, look, I don't mind it. Probably not one for me. I think he would be a handy F7, but I don't know. I'd prefer someone like Brian Myers, who'll be about that similar price, because Bolter, he'll have his days where he intercepts, but he'll also have days where he just really locks down and scores 42. So, but I don't mind that getting put forward. Baggers, D-Mac, you answer it. I want to have a drink, and there are options I got. Carter, also feel like we need to mention how the Pies just destroyed the D's, and how the old red and blue got a new owner named Braden Maynard. Yeah, they were very impressive. They were. And I didn't think it'd be that easy, but the D's, as good as Collingwood were, the D's were a shambles. Scotty Walker, I bring in Rowbottom. What do you think, mate? James Rowbottom. That is random. Can't say I've really thought about him. He's at 486. I don't like the start of that. Okay, he's obviously just taking a piss. That would make sense. Tiger Rewalt, do I need to go Will Dawson to Dowling? I should be good for the buy rounds. That's not a problem. Yeah, wait and see on the teams. There's a bit of talk about where will Dowling be named. Is he sub? Is he in the best 22? I feel like he will get named, but I would do that trade if he's named. Yeah, D-Max right on the hard solo. Let us know how that goes. TC, who would you take, Dale or Sinclair post-buy? Definitely Sinclair. Clear-cut one for me there, mate. Oh, where are we? I hate when it just scrolls me all the way down to the bottom. We are a little bit behind. Is it too late for Fisher, Tyler? Nah, look, it's not. I mean, it doesn't feel as good now, does it? Because he's priced with the best of them. But I feel like he is a keeper now. And I've been a while to jump onto this one, but he just keeps proving it. So it's hard to say no. Supercoach Pro, Carbon Gym for workouts. Also ETC Gym, for Muay Thai. Oh, yeah, I do a sesh with your Dermits. Yeah, for sure, mate. Absolutely. And I just got the old Anytime Fitness membership the other day. So if you want to have a crack at that too. Great. Thanks. Happen in the tub. Get in the tub. Yeah. Get in the tub, mate. Brad, do a sub sesh, but no gym, just sesh. Imagine that. Baggers, Carter, Supercoach Pro, and Shorty on the beers. That's a wild combination. I would have included you, Lukey, but maybe in a few years. Skits, here's the lurker. Yeah, mate, always lurking. Shocking poll, neither of them any good. Boomer Star heard Nicky Dacos is in some doubt versus North. Any worry you reckon him not playing? Yeah, I saw the little icon next to his name. That always makes you nervous. Wouldn't that be an absolute killer if we cannot afford injuries at the moment? All right, let me read you a little injury update and I'll give you my assessment. Dacus was subbed out, blah, blah. Corks to both of his shins. That's got to hurt. Received a knock in his shin first quarter, blah, blah, was unable to take over. He has since responded well and has started some jumping in the pool and on the gymnastics floor. He's expected to complete some training at the back end of the week whilst determining his availability for Sunday's game. Lock him in. He'll play. I mean, he'll play. Look, it's a Sunday. The only issue is it's against North Melbourne. With all due respect to them, they may rest him because it's probably an easy dub. That's probably the main concern for mine. But D-Mac, just look at Dusty shrug off. Oh, I hate that moment, mate. I can't even fucking look at that. One of my most hated moments of football history, that. Mitch, can Sexton be a D6 option at the end of the year? No, I don't think so. I think when Powell comes back, you'll see Sexton take a bit of a secondary role. He's probably touch and go to be a keeper anyway. Well, in the forward line he would be, but yeah, so don't think so. But we'll wait and see, hopefully. Jack, next poll, do we wipe back to front or front to back? Let me think about that. Well, I've never really thought about that. All right, let's I'm not going to do that, but all right. This poll thing could be a game changer for me. Are we scrunching or are we folding? I mean, what are we doing here, guys? Did I just end the poll? What an idiot. The fuck am I doing? I was trying to exit it, but not the whole thing. Tackling the big issues here. Oh, man, it's put us all the way down to the bottom again. So we'll do the quiz probably in about 20 minutes. So I reckon soon I might start scrolling through to some people that I haven't answered their questions. But, oh, this is a tight battle, though. This is tight. Baggers, have you watched the Amazon Forest bloke? I have not. Baggers. Oh, Carter's into it too. Braden, I'm thinking track to Ryan and someone to Kruger, Sexton to Dowling. Nice, mate. Look, I think Sexton could probably stay another week, but if you're struggling for players, I understand it. Jonas, Shorty, I hear you came off second best after your goal kicking comp. Yeah, I didn't kick him very well, mate. I certainly didn't kick him very well. Folders with a 62% lead at the moment. And for what it's worth, I actually am in the folding category. But look, I wouldn't say I'm delicately there sitting at folding out like beautiful. I mean, sometimes you do just crack in there and just hurriedly go for things. But that's probably a bit too much information, isn't it? But there you go. Hoodie, why do you think Danger has? Is that in regard? So basically, my philosophy, it's a hard one. If Gary Ablett Jr. versus Joel Selwood, if I had to pick one to play for my team in grand final day, I would pick Gary Ablett Jr. But who's had the better decorated career, all their accolades on paper over the longest period of time? You'd have to give it to Joel. It's a tough one, but you would. Similar for Dangerfield. If it's grand final day, Dusty in his prime, I'm taking him. But over the course of their whole career, their best football is pretty similar. Dusty's done it more on the big stage, but Dangerfield done his best footy for a lot longer than Dusty, like a lot longer. All Australians, best and fairest. So it's just interesting. Luke, shorty basis not included. Where do you think Danger had the better career, Adelaide or Geelong? Oh, Geelong for sure, mate. Premiership player, Brownlow medal. And definitely I think will be known, leadership roles. Yeah, for sure. VC and C, I'm probably looking at maybe Zorko, or you could go Neil if you've got him. Bontempelli's in the mix as well. And Grundy, if they play Strawn again, Grundy's got to be looked at as well. Oh, Jack. Pentos, sorry, shortbread for the late appearance, but I'm here. Now we love it, mate. Whenever you can, it's always a pleasure. Thoughts on the ear canal, my glorious king? I might need more context, mate, but yeah. He's got the Richmond tattoo, does he, Luke? There you go. There you go. Jonas, Cats are 1 win and 5 losses in their last 6. They couldn't beat Shorty in the shower with the lights off. Yeah, we're struggling, mate. We are struggling. Bo, thoughts on Toby Green's F7? Definitely brought out some big scores last year. Yeah, again, I'm open to that at his price. There's just something off about him this year. I don't know what it is, but at his best, he probably only averages early 90s. So he's definitely not at his best now, which makes me worry he's almost going to sit around the 80s. But if he does show any signs of getting back to it, definitely. Shorty, I was on track for 2205 with Big Bodie Hewland. What a gun. I was butchered with track and Dake. Oh, man, that hurts. How about Hewland? That was just crazy, wasn't it? Carl, Bombers, Shorty. Bounce back candidates and certain top 8 finishes and the biggest flat trackers since Graham Hick. Catters, solid effort versus the Swans and due to get back on the roll or slowly sinking. No, I like that, mate. I don't have a stack of confidence in the Bombers. I think they'll make the 8, but I don't think they're certain to just bounce back. And I think the jury's out still. There's just something about them. And the Cats, I don't think we're a flag contender, that's for sure, but I think we'll be around the mark 6th to 8th, I reckon. I think so. Chris, Shorty, what you teach? Well, I'm in wellbeing actually, mate. So I don't teach anything per se. Well, hopefully I'm teaching something, but not like I'm a maths teacher or anything like that. So, yeah, hopefully that helps. Folder 63%. I'm giving them the W there. Well played, well played. If you've got anything else you'd like to chuck out to the poll, would love to hear it. Lockie Okada, Luke, on Monday, you were unreal teammate, very unselfish, constantly centering the ball. Couple screwed off the side, but Lucas, any rookie mids? Probably Dowling is one. And someone mentioned Shonmaker. I think it was Shonmaker for the Saints. So not much is the real answer, really. Baggers, Langers was right, very tight shirt, Shorty. Wasn't deliberate, boys. I wasn't trying to impress you that much, but things did get a little bit tight on me. Brad, 3 days a week, full body workouts, 45 minutes. Really? Is that so? I'd love to see the split on that and how you. So yeah, that's. Don't mind that. Oh, that you got the Palmer. Well, there you go. This is big. Now, is it Palmy or Palmer? I'm Palmy, if I'm honest. But I feel like we're in the minority there. Let me know. Oh, looks like that's actually come up in combo. There you go. I didn't even see that. HB Few news for Shorty. Laird went down with an injury at training. Dowling was at training in the twos. Richards at the Bulldogs training in the midfield. Caulfield full training. Bustling it. Chance for debut. Thank you, mate. I like it. Hopefully, Laird, and not great for him, but hopefully for Dowling's sake, gives him some opportunities. Luke, I may or may not have passed one off to Shorty. Yeah, there we go. The question. 90% Palmer. What? Wow. Come on, keep voting. Is it Palmy or Palmer? Carter, I think I seen the kid hitting the baseball having a look at your Shorty on Monday with that shit. Oh, jeez. I'd wait on Sarong at least one more week, mate. Let him drop a bit. Wow, the boys not agreeing at all. I'm sticking with Palmy, lads. I won't bring in Sinclair this week, but I definitely like him. It's just I'm bringing Luke Ryan. Luke McMahon, Shorty, I heard via Tom Morris that Christian Petrarca could miss the rest of the season. Yeah, he's definitely done, mate. I heard 4 to 6, but yeah, it's possibility. He could definitely miss it. So, Pentos, breaking news. A breaking news story at the Tigers' Den at Punt Road, but due to the severe injury crisis going on at the club, Adam Uze has contacted the glorious King Shorty for a run in the first. You know what? Here's some breaking news for you. I messaged Caden McDonald because I kind of know him from school and stuff, and I said to him, "What's a fella got to do to get in the Div 12 Rezzies?" And I thought, I said how he's going and that type of thing as well. But he goes, "If we get any more injuries, we won't have much of a choice but to start you," with a laughing face. And I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty funny." Like, he's probably just tickling me balls there, giving me a bit of love, but. Then I just said, keep me posted. Me mate wants to be a water boy. Been loving the content, mate. Good stuff. And he just heart reacted that. I'm like, yeah, fair. And then yesterday, out of nowhere, how tall are you and where do you play? I'm like, am I getting a run here? And then I replied, and he's just seen it. So if you watch Kados, chuck a bit of love out there for Shorty. Try and get the Guernsey on for me, mate. Kados, I'll play anywhere, son. Chuck me anywhere. All right. I think, how are we going for time? Yeah, look, I'm just going to roll through and just pick some ones that maybe haven't. Palmer every day from Carl. Wow. Jeez. I'm on the out here. I'm on the out badly. I'm just going to scroll through and see a few that maybe I haven't answered already. Yeah, Shorty, when finding the surface area of a revolution from the y-axis, what formula do we use? That was worthwhile. Look, over my head, mate. PC SuperCoach, thoughts on Sweet, Took, and Stewart, Danielle, Kruger, and Clark? Yeah, don't mind that at all, mate. Look, I've been going in a bat for Tommy Stewart for a while. He hasn't come good. I do think Miller, that was a once-off. He's not going to get tagged that heavily too often. But I kind of understand he's got the bye. People are pretty desperate for numbers. Alex, or Atex, I should say. What do you think of Hunter Clark, cheap and averaging 93? Nah, not for me, mate. I mean, he might be a sneaky one for your draft side, but yeah, he's let us down a lot, and he's going okay, but I'd rather go much further down and make another 150, 200K and sort of guarantee that sort of cash. Bo, Toby Green, an option for F7. Yeah, definitely. I think we answered that one before. So yeah, absolutely. TF Cal, hey mate, how are you? Good to see you. Here's another one. Also, Shorty, I tried to find the integral. Oh shit, the maths questions just got me, bro. Carl, we'll keep an eye out for it. Not exactly sure what that was. Oh, shots at Revs, Jesus Christ. Yeah, look, could be a dangerous option, Luke, to go out with us. Like, Charlie, get Yo back. Yeah, you definitely could, mate. He's certainly a top 8, 10 defender, I reckon. You could probably say he's a top 5, maybe. So definitely. SuperCoach Pro, I turned up to kicking sesh Monday hungover. I got bogged in the night out. Oh, mate. The night out with Brad that'd be something, I reckon. Would you rather Darcy Moore rank? Oh, jeez. Give me ranking, mate. Give me ranking. Mason, should I bring in Lockie Neal or Zach Butters? I'd still go Zach Butters, mate. Still go Butters. He's having an absolute ball here. Need a third option for units like Baggers who don't wipe at all. Mason, should I bring in? Oh, yeah, we answered that one. All right. Some Supercoach guy. Hey, Shorty, hope you're well, mate. Thank you. Hope you're traveling nicely. What are your thoughts on my trades this week? They are Graham, Combin, and Stewart out, and then bringing in Gordon Clark and a playing look. Yeah, I think they're good. Apparently, Sards he's injured, but yes, I like that. I like that formulation there. Boomer Star, thoughts on Baker after his bye? Yeah, look, he's playing midfield. I wonder if that changes when Hopper comes back, but no, I'm open to most options in that forward line. That's for sure. Any ideas on another poll? No, Trelaw, Goulden, and Zorko in this week, Shorty. They are some good ins, mate. Zorko could be next week because he'll certainly be a lot cheaper, but I like that. Good stuff, Carl. Good stuff. Yeah, has anyone set a poll at the bottom here? Night out with Toady. Tiger Rewald, he's in on it too. When's the quiz? We'll put the code out in about 5 minutes, I reckon, maybe less. Trying to think of another poll. You got one? This is crucial. Pineapple on pizza, guys. What are we talking? For me, it's a no thanks. But it's a weird one because I actually love like pineapple. I'm a Malibu guy. But on a pizza, no thanks. Culture, hey Shorty, big one. Been slack last few weeks. Rowell, Walsh, Jimby, and Reed for Neil, Tommy Green, Hunter Clark, and McInerney. Oh, so are we trading out Walsh and Rowell? Is that? I mean, I understand Reed and Jimby, and I understand bringing in Neil. Tom Green, I wouldn't bring in just yet. He needs to find some form, and a bit mid-pricey with McInerney and Clark. I don't know. Probably not for me, those ones, but I think Rowell and Walsh, you just hold. You just hold. Jono, g'day, mate. How are you? Good to see you. Enjoyed you and Brad's team up the other night, mate. It's good stuff. Oh, Sharon and Burley. That wouldn't even be a debate, would it? Oh, this is close. Very close debate on the pizza. Yeah, Langers is good on the goal king advice, mate. He really is. Jack. Bazooka, you can't call yourself a Victorian if you say Palmy. I'm telling you, in Geelong, it's Palmy. So that's apparently the go, but we're a little different down here. Look, I shouldn't have said it. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm just being transparent. I call it a Palmy. I'm sorry. And honestly, I don't even get them that often, but I'm more of a burger guy. Oh, I didn't realize you were wearing that merch, Loki. No, I didn't. There you go. Bad blue there, but the credits in the bank needs to sharpen up for sure. I know. I'll go back to the well. I'll go to a mirror. I'll do some serious reflection. Just really look deep within and just question what everything's about. Jack, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I've really let you boys down on the Palmy stuff. I'm sorry. The Palmer, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. Oh, baggers. If only I had known, bro. If only I had known. Culture. Hey, my messages from earlier about Walsh and Rao was because of the buys. Yeah, I see. Look, I understand. I still reckon those guys are keepers. So, and they're just clear cut keepers. So I wouldn't trade them out. And I think bringing in Clark and McInerney, you'll eventually have to trade them out anyway. So you sort of, I'd try and keep it a bit more downgrade, upgrade to a premium. So I don't think trading out premiums, unless you're desperately struggling this week to field 12, I think I'd hold those guys. Even if it's a bit of short term pain, you'll be right in the long run. G Money, how about the mustache or no mustache poll? Yeah, that's good. Don't mind that. I'm going to get the quiz code out as well. These polls, this is next level for mine. Should Shorty play some tunes as he goes as well? Like I see people on TikTok doing that in particular as well. Like is some background tunes something we should be doing here? I could put a poll out for that. All right, let's find this one. I don't reckon my gut feel on this one, not too hard. With the public holiday and I had dinner last night, I didn't get a chance to do it till this afternoon. So I didn't have as many ones that I felt were difficult. I sort of was like, had to be a bit punchier with it, but let's see what we can do. All right. Gee, Money, you're a bad man. You're a bad man. Oh, I know. I literally have just discovered fire with this, mate. The most non-tech savvy bloke ever. Gold J, Shorty, thanks for your help. Still trying to understand SuperCoach. Oh, no worries at all, mate. No worries. Like, happy to help at any time. And I certainly didn't, want to sound super critical on it. I just, wanted to hopefully give you some constructive thoughts on those. So, yeah, it's a pleasure to have you along, mate. That is the place to go, as we know. And 2944. And this is the quiz code. There you go. James, what time is the quiz, Shorty? Also for next week, got Merritt and 2 102K rookies. Nice. Yeah, hopefully a couple of those 102K rookies come through for us. They should. But yeah, and quiz, it's right there for us, ready to go. Oh, you could get copyrighted for the tunes, could you? How do people do it on TikTok then? What was your poll idea, Tiger? Send it through again, mate. Because I did have to scroll through a few. Or was it parametric or Cartesian equations? Had to blow me head off with that, mate. Carl, what is the theory on toilet paper scrunching anyway? Increasing the surface area? I don't know. I think it's more of a personality trait myself. So we did this thing at school, and most people, most people were folders, but I think it's just something where people are like, stuff it. Like I'm here to do a job. Let's just fucking thrash it out, get rid of it, I suppose. But I've got the moose. He's got the moose. Good stuff. Luke Baggers, is he one of Shorty's mates? How? Oh, yeah. Tizio. If you want to see some real old school Shorty, go to Tizio 100 and we put together some goal kicking videos when I was like 22 or something, like way back. Poll idea is getting gate kept. Not sure I know what's going on here, Mason. What should I do with Tom Green? Look, I'm holding him, but I'm not going to sit here and defend him. I mean, he's struggling. So I've got a lot of faith in him. I think he'll be better when Josh Kelly comes back. But yeah. Jono, poll for you, legend. Who do I look more like, Wilkie or Kruger? Yeah, true. We might need your face here, mate, just to give people the guide. Baggy Shorty, How about you tell us the uni story and the nickname? What nickname are we talking here, mate? Is that when they used to call me Horse, or I don't know what we're talking about here? Gee, money sources say Hayden Young will be on the Bonts. Interesting. Yeah, wouldn't put it past him. That would take him out of consideration for the skipper. Chris Shorty, how are the hospitals near Geelong, mate? I might have to work at Bowen. Oh, there you go, mate. Yeah, they're pretty good. Bowen Health's good. My sister works there. My mum works there. So, yeah, by all reports, pretty good. I think is it the Epworth? I think that's a pretty good one too. Shorty has all right. PC, thoughts on Sweet, Stewart, Took to Neil? I reckon we answered that one. Look, I've got a bit of time for Took, but I can understand. Yeah, no, I thought you were a good bloke, Luke. We're walking back to our seats and we're like, he's a good lad. He's a nice fella. So yeah, I think he enjoyed that. Supercoach Pro, thanks, Carter. Defs has a lot of stories. Not many. Yeah, well, that's the thing, mate. I could tell you a lot of stories if we sat down for a beverage, but I'm not going to do it right here. Nah, it's a no for Simpkin for me, mate. I'll expand further on that in my preview, but yeah, I'm just not sold on it being, a consistent feature. Bell Chambers. All right, are we getting much more? No, we're still on 33. Look, last chance. If anyone wants to join the quiz, there's the last time for it. My thoughts on Kruger, Mitch. Probably the best we've got at the moment, but I don't really like it. I mean, Myercheck's coming back soon. You might only get, I don't know, 2 price rises, maybe 3 out of Kruger. He's just as likely to score 80 again as he is to score 35. So I don't really love it, but at the moment we've got nothing else. So it may be the best we've got. Yeah, look, James, he did. I watched a fair bit of that game. Simpkin did look back to his best, but what's changed? Like, was he carrying an injury? Then he finally had a month off, and now he's good to go. Will Tom Powell and Sheasel command a little bit more time in there? I don't know. At 360, it's not a bad shout, to be fair. Like, not too much can go wrong, but I've probably looked at who I want to get, and my forward line's probably going to be Heaney, Flanders, Fisher, Zorko, Jackson. Did I say Rankin? I think that's 5, and probably round it out. I feel a bit safer with rounding it out with a Charlie Kerner or a Jezza Cameron, I think. Yeah, there sure was, wasn't there? There sure was, Luke. Yeah, okay. Yeah, true. Yes, 65%, wasn't it? Yeah. And looking into that, he took a little bit from Sheasels and a little bit from Powell. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. Look, I'm a big Jai Simpkin fan. I talked him up on the channel probably 4 years ago, but I'm happy to wait and see. And a bit like Fisher, I guess I wasn't sure on Fisher and I waited a bit and then eventually committed. I feel like maybe I'd do the same. And let's not forget that it was against a West Coast midfield without Reed, without Kelly. So yeah, I'm not sold, but sports clips, Sexton, Jai Clark, McAuliffe out for Butters, Dowling and Kruger. Yeah, good stuff there, mate. Sexton, you could keep one more week. But if you really need the players, I understand. Oh, Jace, how you going, mate? Good to see you. Oh, gee, money. More trades makes me sick, mate. Makes me sick. How hard is the quiz? Oh, not as hard as I'm giving this. I feel like I think 12 out of 12 is a real shout here. Real shout. I'm going to start at 2. Mike Ross from Suits. Oh, boy, let's look that up. I haven't seen Suits for ages. Oh, geez. All right, good luck in the quiz, guys. The Cats started hot against the Swans, leading by how many? And this is the biggest margin they got out to. How many points before eventually losing? Oh, that bloke. Oh, jeez, I'll take it. I'll take it. Had an absolute shocker of a sleep too. I know you guys gave me some good advice on the sleep and it helped a little bit, but yeah, just the sleep's been a bit off, I must admit. 35 points they got out to. Okay. Bit of a split pack there. So yeah, I'm really hoping for a nice sleep tonight. Big gay baggers, Shorty F6, G Train, Luke Mack, and Pentos. Question 2. In that match, how many goals did Sydney's gun midfield trio of Heaney, Warner, and Goulden kick? So between a lot of them, did they kick 4, 5, 6, or 7? It's got to be Hinge, doesn't it? It's got to be. Fabled, what's going on, mate? Yes, it was 5 goals. 2 to Heaney, 2 to Warner, and 1 to Goulden. Loose but shorty, Cheezel, Jimmy, Ryan, and Pentos. Shorty F6, Pentos, G-Train's up there, Libba, and Lukey Mack. Question 3. Which of these players has played the most AFL games? Bit of a colour theme here for you guys. Tom Green, Jesse White, Sam Gray, or Aaron Black? And as always, I'm going to absolutely chug a Milo after this. Oh, it's going to be great. I think it was Jesse White. Wow, 17 went Aaron Black. He played the least. I think he only played like 40 games or something, didn't he? Caitlin or Jess, Shorty's Dinner, Pentos, Mr. R Slick, and Shorty's Tinder. I feel like Pentos might rise to the top. He does. Libba, Shorty F6, Ryan, and Shorty's Tinder. Aaron Black, stats. Yeah, he played about 60. Yeah, there you go. What are we? Question 4. How many goals did Nick Martin kick in the third quarter against the Blues? One of the easier ones in the quiz, I think. Yeah, Jesse White played about 130. I think Sam Gray was maybe around 110. He kicked a couple of goals. 30 of you's got that right. Nicely done. So who was the quickest? Quickest was Loose Bud Shorty, Mitch, Ryan, Bazzo, and D-Mac. So the old Loose Bud, he'll be close to the top 5. No, Pentos, Libba, Ryan, Shorty F6, and Mitch. Question 5. Which Collingwood player broke Christian Petrarca's ribs with an incidental knee in that marking contest? Billy Frampton, Braden Maynard, Jack Crisp, or Darcy Moore? I'm still getting over these polls. It literally was like I'm some caveman that just discovered fucking fire. Jesus. Yeah, nice. Darcy Moore. I wasn't sure if everyone would get that, but that was, I guess we've probably seen that footage a fair bit. Bazzo, Cal, Jimmy, Shorty F6, and PC. So Shorty F6 could be up there. He's in the third. Pentos and Libba, first and second. Hitting the halfway mark. Question 6. Nathan Kruger kicked 3 goals in his first game for the year for the Pies. Which club did he debut for? He debut for North, Saints, Cats, or the Blues? I feel like this will be a pretty easy one. Debuted for the Cats. Didn't play many games for us, maybe a couple. Loose but shorty. Cal, PC, D-Mac, Palmer, no pineapple. Ryan, Liver, Shorty, Mitch, and Pentos. Dustin Murren will play game 1, 300 on the weekend. How many goals has he kicked in his career? So where'd we end up on the poll with the 56%, 55% saying yes to pineapple? Wow. That is wild. That is wild. That's crazy. Oh, who's cussing? Who's cussing? What's going on here? Well, that split him up. 337 he kicked A few going to 296. It was real split, so this will be interesting. Bag is a terrorist. Bazzo, T-Mac, Riz, and NFIs. This could shake up the leaderboard. Ryan goes to the top. Mitch, Bazzo, Libba, and Shorty F6. So a few new names there. Question 8. Who is leading the AFL Coaches Votes Award? Isaac Heaney, Chad Warner, Marcus Bontempelli, or Nick Dacos? It is Isaac Heaney. And again, Mosey's getting that right. Nicely done. Hopefully, I throw in a couple of harder ones here soon. Play out me, Shorty. Caitlin or Jess, Palmer no Pineapple, D-Mac, and Big Bad Bonds. So Ryan's still on top. Mitch, D-Mac, Shorty F6, and PC. So he's got a handy buffer at the top there. Question 9. Who kicked the goal to put North Melbourne back in front late in the game in what was a tight finish against the Eagles? Was it Nick Larkey, Cam Zerha, Paul Curtis, Jai Simpkin? I think at this point I was just reaching for any sort of question because it was about 6:15 and my dinner was nearly ready. So not the toughest of questions here for the next couple, I don't think, but hopefully some can test you out. It was, of course, Jai Simpkin. Paul Curtis kicked the last one. Palmer no Pineapple, Ryan, D-Mac, Liver, Shorty's dinner. So Ryan, he'll stay on top with about a 40-point lead. D-Mac, Mitch, PC, Pentos moves in. Question 10. Which of these players wears the highest number? You got Cornelio, Sinclair, Kelly, and Zorko. It's pretty clear cut. Just give it a little think and you'll get it right. It is, of course, Jack Sinclair wearing the 35. 15 for Zorko, 11 for Kelly, and 3 for Cogs. Baggers, Triple H, Riz, Mitch, Shorties for cake. Ryan, 15-point lead. Mitch, D-Mac, PC, and Pentos. 2 questions to go. Just tightens up a little bit. Sam Flanders racked up plenty of the ball on the weekend, having how many disposals against the Saints? Again, it's probably, popular one because most of us have him. Probably all of us should have him. How many touches did the man rack up? Yeah, a couple of yawns, Cheese. A couple of yawns. I need a good sleep tonight, I think. I was up bright and early for Brekkie Club. He had 42. I told you it wasn't the toughest quiz of all time, but Plough me, Shorty, Baggers, G-Train, Jimmy, and PC. So where's Ryan? Is he still on top? D-Mac takes it. His own about 4 points, I think it was. 4 points. Final question. That's a long one. Basically, in short, Sam Mitchell and Trent Cotchin won the Brownlow medal after Joby Watson, old mate Job, got it taken off him. But how many votes did Mitchell and Cotchin poll? I thought I've got to have question 12, a bit of a tougher one. So it's a bit of a read there, but Watson, obviously, brutal times, got it taken away from him. How many votes did the equal second pair and eventual winners have? They had 26 votes. Splits them up, so this will be close. Is it D-Mac or is it Ryan? This will be a close one. D-Mac, he'll want it bad. He'll want it bad. Ryan's third. Oh, mate, well done. Oh, you must be a happy man. I feel like you've come time. Oh, good stuff. We are back, baby. He's back. There was a time when D-Mac was going toe-to-toe with Daniel T, I reckon it was. I do like cricket, James. I sure do. Hi, Shorty. Genuine thing here from Baggers. If you're struggling mentally, please reach out. That is a good point. It's not weak to speak. Personally, our club had something happen. A checkup is all it takes. Mate, you're spot on there. I like a man who can talk a bit of trash, but then can get serious with some serious stuff. And couldn't agree with you more, mate. It's very important to check in on our mates, particularly as blokes. We're 50 blokes in front of a live stream here, mate. But if you are struggling out there, it's definitely not no issue and no shame to just check in with a mate, check in with a trusted person in your life. It's important. D-Mac, nice. Yeah, yeah. You reckon it was 28, mate? Oh, jeez. Let's have a look. Be embarrassing if I got that wrong. No, I've got him down at 26. Certainly Wikipedia does. Favorite cricket player? Look, I do love Paddy Cummins, the way he bowls, and just I like watching the bowlers play. I mean, I loved watching Warney when I was younger. Like, he was just the best to watch. See you, Pentos. Steve Smith in his prime just did it differently. Just played strange shots. The way he was just intriguing to watch. But yeah, I'd have to say Cummins at the moment. I love the way he leads the team. Was I a fan of Thursday night footy? Yeah, I was. Look, sometimes for me personally, like doing the channel, it felt like a bit of a rush because I'd try and hit the gym, do a video, teams. Like it felt like it got quick on you. But generally speaking, I do like it. I don't know if I'd have it absolutely every week. I think if there's 24 rounds in the year, I'd like to see it, 16, 18, still keep it a little bit special. But I probably wouldn't have it as chunky. I'd probably mix it up a bit rather than having like 13 straight or whatever. And now we don't have any for the rest of the year. I'd break it up a little bit more. I didn't go through the whole thing, did I? But yeah, thanks to everyone who's joined in. Cheers, Sean. Thanks for that, mate. D-Mac and Mitch both got 10. I thought there definitely would have been some 12s. There you go. Ryan, Bazzo, PC, Jimmy, Cal, Pentos, Shorty's F6, Shorty's Dinner, Mr. R Slick. And yeah, nice. I definitely thought someone would have got 12. There you go. CG money. I will, mate. I will. All right, guys. I might yeah, not rigged. Carl, don't stress, Luke. It's tricky with the time component. Sometimes we click too quickly. We do, mate. Nah, that's all right, Luke. Thanks, mate. Thanks for all your contributions. And yeah, the poll is totally new things to Shorty. Thanks, John. I appreciate that, mate. Good job on your channel too, mate. I think I gave it a subscribe. If I didn't, I'll go look that up now. But see you, Carter. See you, boys. Catch you, Nikki. Baggers, if you're out there still, mate, I'll catch you later, all right? You too, fellas. Probably next Wednesday, I reckon. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. See you guys.